Most men want noise, they want applause, they want someone to look at them, to recognize their efforts, to validate every step they take. They waste their lives screaming to be seen, but they forget something brutal, something only the disciplined ever learn. The world doesn't remember noise. The world remembers what you built in silence. Each brick you lay is not decoration. It is judgment. It is testimony. Each brick is the cold proof of your silence. Picture the wall in front of you, not built overnight, not crafted in a frenzy of noise and attention. It is built the way everything worth building is made, slowly, silently, one cold brick at a time. The world doesn't see you at 5 in the morning. The world doesn't see you when you refuse comfort, when you show up even when no one is watching. But the brick sees, the brick remembers. Every repetition, every sacrifice, every time you choose discipline over ease, those choices are etched into stone. You think silence is empty. You think because no one claps, it means nothing is happening. But silence is where the judgment is real. Noise fades, compliments disappear, applause stops echoing. But the brick doesn't forget. The brick doesn't lie. It carries the truth of what you did when nobody was there to watch. That's why most men never build anything. They confuse being noticed with being remembered. They want recognition today instead of proof tomorrow. Every man has two choices: to live loud and leave nothing, or to live cold and build a wall that outlives him. And here's the paradox. When you live loud, no one remembers you. But when you live in silence, when you put down brick after brick without asking for approval, eventually the wall stands tall enough that no one can ignore it. People will point at it and say it appeared overnight. They'll call you lucky. They'll say you were born with something they weren't. But you'll know the truth. Every brick is cold proof. Look at your life. Look at the cracks. The excuses, the moments where you chose comfort instead of pain. You told yourself it didn't matter. You skipped the gym once, then twice. You let your diet slip. You wasted a week chasing distractions. And you thought no one saw. You thought because there was no witness, it was free. But the brick saw. The brick was recorded. Your silence testifies against you. Every day you avoid building, the wall proves your weakness. That's the cruelty of discipline. It doesn't forget. It doesn't forgive. Every brick testifies. Some men spend their lives explaining, justifying, begging for forgiveness from themselves and others. But the wall never accepts excuses. It is either built or it is not. It is either strong or it is crumbling. There's no faking it. You can buy likes. You can fake status. But you cannot counterfeit bricks. The silence you live in is not wasted. It is proof. When you go cold, when you choose to move without applause, without attention, without needing anyone to know, you are laying bricks. One by one they stack. One by one they rise. Until one day the wall is so high, so unshakable, that no one can deny it. That is legacy. That is the discipline of cold proof. And it's not glamorous, it's not dramatic. It's a brutal repetition. Waking up when you don't want to. Showing up when no one notices. Doing the work that nobody claps for. Each day looks like nothing. Each brick looks like nothing. But when they stand together, they become something unbreakable. They become the wall that separates men who only wanted to be seen from men who became impossible to ignore. The question isn't whether you want to be known. The question is whether you want to be undeniable. Noise makes you known for a moment. Bricks make you undeniable forever. That's the difference between men who fade and men who rise. The first scream for validation. The second builds in silence until their wall speaks louder than their voices ever could. So when you doubt yourself, when you think the silence is too heavy, remember this. Every cold moment, every lonely decision, every sacrifice you think went unnoticed, it was witnessed. The brick doesn't forget. The wall doesn't lie. Every set in the gym, every night you refuse distraction, every hour spent in focus, it is there. Recorded. Permanent. Cold proof. You don't need applause. You don't need witnesses. You don't need anyone to see the struggle. The struggle is the proof. The silence is the testimony. The brick is the witness. The wall is the legacy. And when you finally stand in front of it, you won't need to say a word. The world will see it. The world will feel it. They won't ask how. They'll only whisper, "He stayed." And that's the discipline most men will never know. They will chase comfort. They will chase approval. They will live for noise and die forgotten. But the man who chooses cold, who builds silently, brick by brick, he leaves behind proof no one can erase. His wall stands, his silence speaks, his discipline echoes beyond his own life. So ask yourself, what will your brick say? When the wall rises, what will it prove? Did you live for noise or did you live for proof? Did you chase validation or did you build a fortress of silence? Because in the end, there is no escape. Every choice is recorded. Every day is remembered. Each brick is the cold proof of your silence. Brick by brick. Cold doesn't care. Comfort kills kings, but bricks don't lie. Build now, or be forgotten forever. If you're still here, you already laid the first brick. Prove it. Type cold proof in the comments right now and never forget, each brick is watching.